King Peppers, what's going on? YouTube, what's going on? What that brush do? Welcome back to the green room. It's your boy Hurricane Henry. We back in this thing live, man. What's going on with everybody? About to show y'all what we do today. What we're gonna do today is Yoshi TV, what's going on? Anthony James, Daryl, Devin, green room in the building. What's up? About to show y'all what we do when we have our legs weighed off. Excuse me. I'm just waking up. About to show y'all what we do when you already have your waves laid. It's not really a lot that you got to do, man. But that's what we're going to talk about today. How to keep your waves laid once they already are laid. You just storing yours? That's what's up. See that Afro wolf, bro? Woo! Oh yeah, definitely an Afro wolf. It's been a couple days since I did that clean lay, but I ain't even brushed since I did the clean lay, so I don't even know what my way is looking like. Look all right. Need to work on that. Y'all see them edges though, boy. That edge is so. Ooh, that edge is totally different. That's a totally different type of hair right there. That is a totally different type of hair right there. I'm gonna have to go back and change the thumbnail to this back pic right here. I got a shag. Got a shag right now. Migo, we got any Windex?
No, you used it all.
Bring your towel. What's going on, everybody who just tuning in? What that brush do? Edges on your neck, I see. Oh yeah.
Those are nedges.
My wife call them nedges. My waves feel peasy when I wolf. What does that supposed to mean, bro?
It means they feel like BDBs, not like fluffy clouds, you know?
Where are my soft brushes at?
Listen, you know I don't know nothing about no brushes.
I took one of the brushes with me and I ain't saw it all weekend. What you did with my products and all of that stuff that I had?
Nothing. All the stuff that should be in the closet, all the waves, caps, and do bags are in the bag. All the brushes should be in the counter.
Stop putting all my damn brushes in the damn closet too. My brushes go in the brush rack.
Do you want chipped up brushes? When I started putting in them, they were falling in the brush chips. So I didn't put them up there, and I figured you would do it yourself.
I don't care about all that.
Well, you should have did it yourself.
I don't care about all. I'm supposed to have my brush rack full right now. You know what I'm saying? When I go
live.
You
should have did that before you went live. That sounds like something that is you responsibility, not on me.
See what you got to deal with when you got women in your house, dog? They don't care nothing about how they treat your brushes and your tools.
I cared about how I treated your brushes. That's why I didn't want it to drop on the floor and chip. I figured you would do it yourself.
No.
Yes. As long as I put your brushes up and then let the kids wash their hands and brush their teeth on top of them, I think that I just do a service.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Don't call my name no more, okay? Don't ask for no juice, don't ask for nothing.
Boy, I tell you, boy, this the things you got to deal with when you got women in your house. They just throw your brushes everywhere, doing any types of thing. I'm missing all types of brushes. I don't even know where they at. Find my Diane 8169. All right, anyways, let's go ahead. Are those 360s or 720s? These are 540s, King J. They're in between. They're not 360s. They're not 720s. They are 540s. 360. You can call them a 360 540 hybrid because it's on one side it's kind of like 360s. You know what I'm saying? On my right side it's more 360ish, but my and my top is kind of 360ish. You know what I'm saying? But my back and my right are 540. My neck is something totally different though. My edges edges is totally different, man. I'm gonna show y'all one thing I kind of do though. I don't really do too much on my edges, as y'all can see. What I do is when I put my do-rag on, I just cut that little part off right there. All the parts that's sticking up and curling out of the do-rag, I usually just hit it with the trim, like a little freehand trim, something like that right there. How long you woofing? I've been woofing. Kadani, what's going on? I've been woofing 8 weeks, going on 9 weeks now. I'm in between the 8th and 9th week right now. Kane, you got a whole shag on your neck, ain't it? Oh yeah. That's Rod T. What's going on? I damn sure got a shag, man. You know how it be, dog. You know how that neck hair be. Oh boy. I posted a pic on IG. You can't tell the difference between the two. Like my edges end and my beard begin. Yeah, it's me. What's up? I'm good, dog. You know what I forgot though? When we met up, we forgot to get a pic, dog. I was like, dang, I ain't even get no pic with my boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be out here in these wavy streets meeting the real wavers. You know what I'm saying? I done met plenty of wavers now, ever since I've been waving. I met a couple How do you dry brush your swirl when you woofing so hard? Just brush it. What you mean, dog? You just brush it. But I'm finna show y'all exactly. I mean, I don't really even need nothing in my hair, to be honest. I'm just finna put a little oil, and then we're gonna get a little soft brush session in, and that's it, man. So I want to go back and talk about what I did to get my waves like this though, from the afro. You know, you can go check out the live, but I just basically did combed it out real good, hard brushed it a little bit. Then I proceeded to do the washing style, and after that I did the clay and lay, and I haven't did anything since then. When was that? That was Friday, and the day Sunday. I ain't do nothing yesterday at all. And after I did the clay and lay, I didn't do nothing. So this really my second or third time unragging since I did the clay and lay. I've been compressed the whole weekend because yesterday I was at the football game, so that's what happened. Let me go back and read some of these comments. Do you wash 2 times a week? Yeah, Yoshi, a minimum of 2 times, sometimes 3. We both woofing, and you still holding on your woof. Oh yeah, I swear we forgot to take a pic. Hi, this is Balford. I'm woofing, get deeper waves. That's what's up, Balford. Ace, King James Wavy, what's up? Robert, what's up? Super Tuber, what's up? All right. Let me see here. Does that work on coarse hair? Oh yeah. See, again, a lot of people confuse coarse hair with curl pattern. Your curl pattern and coarse hair is 2 different things. But are you going to do another YouTube video? That was somebody sending me a message on IG. Whenever I start to woof, I over curl fast. That means you got to get a harder brush, Yoshi. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that harder brush and you comb, and you put in that work, and you gotta wear 2 do-rags till your hair gets more trained. You know what I'm saying? So this is how. Let me wrap back up real quick just to show you. You're gonna have your first do-rag. You know what I'm saying? You put your first do-rag on. You want to make sure that that cup, the cup right here, is flush against your head. You don't want it to have that little space in it like this, because then you ain't gonna get that crown compression. So if you got a do-rag that's sticking up off of your head, you need to kind of adjust it to the point to where it's flush against your head as much as possible. Then once you do that, you're gonna grab your second layer of compression, which is all this is a boo-boo cap. Fold it up. Boo-boo cap. You know what I'm saying? Boo-boo cap, fold it up. And you put this on as your second layer. Like that right there. Fold it up as many times as you need till it's fully flush against your head. You want this to be tight, just as tight as the do-rag. So once you do that, if you notice, like right up in here, you can see where the do-rag is kind of bunched up at. So the first thing you're gonna do is pull it backwards in the back like this right here. Then you're gonna just pull it down in the front and on the sides. Boom. Then you just fold it up like that. Wrap it up. I'm just doing this quick. If I was doing it for real, I'd make sure everything was, wide as possible like that right there. And then you just tie it up. Hurricane hearing. How do I get waves on my weak side? By doing this right here, woofing. Woofing is the only way. Let me tell you, in quick, I can tell you what everything is for in waving. So if you want to fix your connections, as far as like you got a lot of forks or something like that, you got to cut low and then build it back up. If you want to build up your connections, like fix a weak side, like you don't have any connections, you got to woof. You know what I'm saying? If you want the fix, also when it comes to like forming your waves, you got to form your waves, you got to brush. You know what I'm saying? To control the way that your waves are forming, you got to comb. So that means like the brush will make your waves swell up, but the comb will make them connect the way that you want them to. So you got to comb in the directions that you really want your waves to grow. And all that's doing is just stretching out your curls when you're brushing. Because when you're brushing, it kind of draws your curls up. And then when you comb it, it stretches them back out. So it's just like working out. You know what I'm saying? Going up and down, doing reps. You compress to build up depth. I use coconut oil, how to get waves on the weak side. That's what I'm talking about now. If you want to get waves on your weak side, you got to woof and use a harder brush when you're woofing. Just woof, brush with a harder brush, because the longer your hair gets, the harder it's going to be to get down to your scalp. And if you're not getting down to your scalp, that's when you lose progress. Because a lot of people say that, I've been seeing a lot of people say over woofing, don't over woof. There is no such thing as over woofing. There is a thing called under maintenance, if that make any sense. But it's a thing to where you cannot put in enough work on your waves at a certain level, which will cause you to lose progress. You can't just wear your do-rag woofing and think, oh yeah, I'm woofing. No, you gotta brush more. The longer your hair get, the more you gotta brush, the more you gotta comb, the more you gotta wash and style. You know what I'm saying? The more compression you gotta wear. With more hair comes more responsibility. Oh boy, how many weeks after a fresh cut should I use my hard brush? To be honest, on day one, as soon as I get a 1.5, I'm pulling out the hard brush. That's the best time to use it on a low cut. You know what I'm saying? Because you right there at the root of all your problems, and no brush is going to stimulate your scalp or move your waves like a hard brush. So as soon as it comes out, as soon as I get a haircut, I'm hitting it with the 1.5. Boom, boom, boom. 8159. I can use that on any level. That's why I love that brush. It ain't to the point where you're gonna be. I mean, it all depends. Like I said, I have really, really thick hair, like a carpet almost. So I got a 2 with the grain on Tuesday. Can I do a washing style now? Absolutely. What about getting depth? I think I just answered that if you was watching Ace King James. The way you get depth is by compressing. The more you compress, the deeper your waves gonna get. It ain't no way around that right there. I need waves. You gotta do what I'm doing, dog. Follow my channel. You'll see how to get waves. How do you keep your hair from dandruff up? If you're having problems with dandruff, this is what you gotta do. It's probably the shampoo that you're using, number one. So you might want to check what shampoo that you're using. And then number 2 is going to be from the products that you're using. So it's a lot of things. You can use African black soap. That'll help you with dandruff. Shea Moisture got one that helps with dandruff. It's another actual shampoo with the African black soap. And then you got the actual African black soaps. And then just use like oils. Use light oils instead of products. Like I know a lot of y'all like using pomade and stuff, but pomade is definitely probably gonna cause you to get dandruff and stuff if you're leaving that pomade in for a long time. Also, just washing your hair more. Like you need to be washing your hair 2 or 3 times a week. How do you create depth? I never use pomade. Me either. I do. I don't want to say I never use pomade, but that is not my. The only time I use pomade is when I want my hair to look a certain way. But I'm not using it to keep my hair down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using that to compress my hair or hold it in place. That's not what I'm going to use. I just use that if I want, I use a pomade if I want a certain type of look or shine to my waves. That's the only thing that I'm using pomade. What do you do after the washing style? That's what we're doing right now. Basically, all you do is just add moisture once you get done with the washing style. What's your midday and night method? My midday method, I mean, I pretty much brush throughout the day when I get a chance. If you can't brush throughout the day, I would stay ragged up. If you can't rag up, just keep like a little a brush in your pocket or something and just hit it. You know, I mean, there's no difference between what I do. It depends on like if I gotta go somewhere. If I gotta go somewhere, of course, I'm not gonna do nothing in the morning like that. But if I don't have to go anywhere, my morning routine is gonna be the same as my midday routine. And my midday routine gonna be the same as my night routine. I'm putting in the same amount of work the whole time that I'm brushing. I'm gonna start getting tapers. My barber goes too high and my sides are thinnest part of my hair. Yep, this is what you need to tell them. My boy Courtney made this up. He call it the Dorag line taper. So all you doing is just tell them, don't go above my damn ears. You got to look at your barber and grab them like this right here and say, look, don't cut my damn hair above my ears. It's simple. If you can't do that, I'm not gonna pay you. Y'all got to be, y'all understand that y'all paying for a service when y'all go to these barbers? Be busting in my YouTube live.
Don't say nothing. Just give me $1. Thank you, my love.
What you need $1 for?
I love you. Cause I need $1. Is that okay with you? Maybe
Okay, whatever.
To drink.
In the green room, Lords, what's going on? I swear to God, I be telling my barber with eye contact everything. Man never listens. Well, it sounds like you need to get another barber. That's all that is, dog. If one barber don't listen, that's why God made. That's why God gave a lot of people skills. Cause some people don't have hearing skills, so you got to go find you another barber. Every waver that has that dark line on their forehead. Yeah, that come from uh wearing that double compression. I swear, dog, that's something you never lied about, man. Like my forehead, my skin, and my skin right here in general used to look a lot better before I started waving. But some things you got to make a sacrifice. Some things you got. That's why I don't really compress like that. I don't compress as much as I used to because my forehead went to changing all different types of colors and stuff. But this my fourth barber though. Listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. You got to pick. Number one person I'm gonna pick to be my barber is my friend. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't my friend, you can't really even be my barber. Like when my boy T the barber was here, that was my homeboy I grew up with all my life. So I know he gonna take more pride in trying to get my haircut right. You know what I'm saying? And he already know how serious I'm taking this shit. So you got to get one of them barbers that have a passion for his customers and want to do what his customers say, not what he want to do. I don't know. I know y'all got more than 4 barbers though. Hey Henry, wherever I wake up in the morning with my do-rag, my hair always looks a mess, like I slept without a do-rag. What can I do? That's simple. I guarantee you only wearing one do-rag. Once you I'm telling you, once you get waves, you cannot wear one do-rag to sleep if you're gonna wear one. That's why I don't even you don't have to wear a do-rag though to sleep unless you just first starting out. Let me not say that because this is like a beginner's video, so I don't want to say that. You need to double compress though. That's what the only thing you need to do is get you a wave cap like this. Need not a wave cap, get your do-rag, put it on. Get you another, you got to buy some boo-boo caps. That's the only way that it's going to work. Buy you some boo-boo caps. Don't get those little 2 for $99, little cheap 2 for $99 wave caps and think this is going to work the same. It's not. You're going to definitely have that line across your head. You're going to wake up with a headache and your hair is not going to be protected. So you got to, and that's all you do right there. And that's double compression right there. Pull that down and tie it up. Now I'm double compressed. You got to have double compression to protect your waves. I wear 2 do-rags and a wave cap over top, but I don't tie it down tight. They basically just sit on my head. You got to make sure everything tight though, not as far as like to where it's cutting off your circulation, but you got to make sure it's tied up and not be able to move. Like some nights I might, if I got a fresh cut, you don't need to wear double compression. Like a 1.5 to a 2 or a 2.5, you probably don't need to wear double compression, but everything over that, you need to wear, or if your hair isn't trained to the level that it needs to be, you need to have double compression. So when you tossing and turning all night, the only thing that's going to move is that boo-boo cap, and the do-rag is going to keep your hair laid. It also depends on how thick the do-rag or stocking caps are, right? Kane, what's good? LaRon, what's going on, bro? You dropping that knowledge. Oh, yeah. This one of my WTBD teammates right here, LaRon Lee right here. Got the 720s. You know what I'm saying? Killing the game in the 720 realm. Him and Ray. We got like 4 720 waivers on our team. We got Ray Nard, Wavy Crockett. I know y'all know him. Got my boy LaRon Lee that's on here right now. We got my boy Parrish. He on Facebook though. He ain't on none of the social media. And then my boy AJ 720 with the 720s. Y'all saw him cut me up. Some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all watch my videos. Y'all seen AJ cut me up before the hair show. Thanks, bro. All right, appreciate that, Jay. Do you use a suit-rag? Absolutely. I love suit-rags. But I still double compress with the suit-rag. 2 for 5, 2 for 99, I know, right? WTBD, aka what that pomade do. 360 Boogie. 360 Boogie, get out of here, dog. Get out. Get out. It depends. Let me see. Yeah, bro, what's good? How do you know when your hair is trained? You just look at it, bro. Once you see, you'll know, trust me. Hold on, y'all give me 1 second. Started to get hot in the green room just then, man. I had to cool it down. Brandon, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? My boy Brandon Williams, all the way from the city where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? The suit caps are dope. Suit 3s. Yeah, LV Elway. My boy LV Elway on here. Elvin 540 Earthling Jr. Y'all make sure y'all my boy's channel, man. Elvin Earthling 540 channel. You know what I'm saying? He got probably his ways way doper than mine right now. I can tell you that much. My boy got about the best 540s in the game right now. My boy Elvin Earthling. Make sure y'all go check out his channel. I don't know nobody with better 540 than him right now. I watch Elvin do. He is funny. Oh yeah, let me hit the Elvin Elway one time for y'all. Okay. My boy Elvin be crazy. Stay having me rolling. Yo, you use the hot towel method? Absolutely not. I mean, you can use the hot towel method, but that's not something I do. Like the hot towel method just makes my hair really frizzy, to be honest. I mean, that's something that Sir Cruz came up with right there, the hot towel method. If it worked for you, go ahead, but that's not, I mean, the only time I would do the hot towel method is like if I'm gonna put in some pomade or something like that right there, but I don't never put in pomade, so I don't do the hot towel method. Hurricane Hearing, I quit waving for a while, but I'm coming back. Where haircut should I get? You should probably get like, I would probably start at like a 2, 1.5 or a 2, depending on how your hair texture is. You got straight hair, I would probably start at like a 2.5. But 1.5 to 2.5, depending on your hair texture. Stepping in mud with J's or losing your waves, what would you rather do? I'd rather step in mud with J's because I can take them off and put on some more shoes. If I lose my waves, it's going to take me a couple months, years, you know what I'm saying, to get them back the way I want to. That's the thing about it. It takes a minimum of a year, you know what I'm saying, to get your waves completely how you want to. That's if you putting in work. But if you're not putting in that work, it's gonna take you like 2 years to get to the point that where you can say, man, my waves is dope. You know what I'm saying? It took me like a year to where my waves was like on another level than other people's. But what I did a lot of stuff to expedite my journey. You know what I'm saying? I did what I call a spot scalp, because when I first started, like I told y'all the last live, when I first started, I was watching Nick Wavy, I was watching Sir Cruz, I was watching Jeezy, I was watching Country Kane, I was watching Raynard, I was watching all these people with all these different type of patterns. So every time they brush a certain way, I'm brushing this. Oh man, I want this pattern. One day I want this pattern. One day I want this pattern. One day I want this pattern. And I started out with 360s. By the time I got done, I had forks everywhere, just from brushing all different types of directions, trying to get the swirl and stuff like that. So, and then it's different types of swirls too. So that's what I'm saying. You got to figure out what pattern you want and brush that way. That's the main thing. You got to get out all the confusion. Oh yeah, confused with the patterns. And what I did was, when I finally did figure out what I want, I just scalped my whole top, because I had one wave just going straight across like this right here, making all my other waves just look bad. I could never get it out. So what I did was just scalp only, well, I scalped the top and I scalped my whole left side. And that's how I start, not my whole left side, but half of the left, and I scalped the whole top. And then after 3 months, I got it down to one fork, like this fork right here. Then I scalped that fork out, and I came back, I was flawless. They were like, man, this nigga right here cutting out forks and stuff. You cheating. They used to stay telling me I'm cheating in the wave game. Nigga, how the hell am I cheating? Y'all guys sound stupid. Just because I found a faster way than working for a whole 14 months to 16 months on moving one goddamn fork, y'all mad at me. But that's a whole different story. But after I did that, that's when I really started to get that popularity like that. Once I did those 2 spot scalps, and my waves was like, it was on another level. So I started, that was like December by the time that, November, December. And that's when I did my first YouTube video like that. I did one just to do a video real quick. My first wave video that I ever did, I was just right here. My walls was, if you go look, my walls was white. I didn't even have a green room or nothing like that. I was like, man, this is how I brush my hair. I ain't edit the video. I just recorded it and uploaded it to YouTube. Man, hell no, with that spot scalping, it looks crazy. It definitely gonna be crazy, but you got to think about it. Do I want to look crazy for 2 weeks? Am I willing to sacrifice looking crazy for 2 weeks to get better waves? Or do I want to work for 6 months to a year on moving one fork to perfect my waves? I'd rather take those, you know what I'm saying, those 5, it takes like 7 weeks to do a spot scalp recovery. And it takes like 3 months to get your full potential of what the spot scalp gonna give you. You and Flex spot scalp. I taught Flex that right though. You know what I'm saying? I'm the originator of the spot scalp. But Flex is the one that actually put it on YouTube and stuff like that. He went overboard with it, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I would say. He took the ideal and he went to the left with it. You can't just be cutting your way. Every time you feel like you don't like something about your waves, you can't just cut them out. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a game plan when you do this. So what I did, like I said, I had a game plan. I say, I'm finna cut out all the bad waves out of all the bad connections where those waves ain't gonna lead to nowhere. All the perfected waves I'm gonna leave in. So that's how I came out with the spot scalp. I say, my right side is flawless. You know what I'm saying? My right top is flawless. It's just that left side that I need to adjust. My back is pretty good. My back was pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to lose all my progress. You know what I'm saying? Because I know this top ain't gonna never get right. You still use HD waves or that goat drip? I never use any of PB Poppy Blasted products. HD waves, I lost the HD waves when I went to Cali, and I ain't never get no more. Like, to be honest, it really don't matter about products. It matter about that brush work. The only thing that matters is these right here. You know what I'm saying? Getting a bunch of these right here. Get you a bunch of these. That's the only thing that matter. The products, they gonna come and they gonna go. There always gonna be new products out. You know what I'm saying? But you want to get you some good quality brushes. That's what's gonna make and break your wave career, or make it easier rather than harder. Cause I mean, you can brush with the wave enforcers and all of that, them Walmart brushes if you want to, the Annies, you know what I'm saying, the newer Dianes, but they're not gonna have the same quality. And see, this is the thing about an Annie. Like an Annie brush that costs like $3, right? But how long is that brush gonna be? How long is that brush gonna last without the bristles being bent in a certain type of way? I don't had this brush since the get go, and you see how it's still good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had too many of these brushes for a long time though. This is I don't have this Diane for a long time. This is the 8119. But you see the bristles are still kind of square. Now this brush, I got a new Diane 8119. It doesn't feel the same though now. Look at the bristles. Hold up, let me pull it closer. You can tell that the bristles get worn, but it takes years for a good brush for the bristles to get worn compared to like the Annies, which they gonna be worn out in like a couple weeks. That's why it only costs $3. You know what I'm saying? Even though the old Dianes used to only cost like $5, $6, but they don't make them no more. You know what I'm saying? This is a Torino I had for a little minute. But anyways, come a little royalty brush. I don't know if y'all seen, go to brushking.org. You can find all the brushes that you can ever dream of. He just came out with like 30 brushes, 30, 40 brushes. This is the only guy that can come out with, he come out with 30 to 50 brushes at one time. So it's all different types of color brushes. You know what I'm saying? You got blue, purple, pink, green, orange, yellow. Any color brush you want, he got it. Damn no. Blue. He got the browns. He got everything. You know what I'm saying? This brush didn't come like this though. I left this brush in my car and this is what it did. It turned like a sparkly, turned the paint like a sparkly kind of color. But anyways, now, one thing I do want to talk about though, this is another brush. They call this the 49ers, I think. This is a soft brush. The longer bristle brushes are going to be softer brushes. See how long those bristles are compared to like the hard brush. This is a hard brush. Harder brush is going to have shorter bristles, and softer brushes are going to have longer bristles. What you want to do to keep your hair laid though is you want to use softer brushes once you do unrag. You know what I'm saying? You want to use all soft brushes to keep your hair laid. If you use a hard brush, it's going to lift your hair up. And if you don't want your, look at my edges though. My edges, it ain't no stopping them right now. They so high. That's why a lot of people get tapers and stuff while they wolfing. If I got a taper, it look like I had a haircut. If I got an edge, but I don't like to do that because if you keep getting that edge and stuff like that, it's harder for the barber to. Now that's one thing J. Lou said in his video that was actually true. Like it's harder for the barber to temp you up when you got a higher set of hair, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want him to go up too high into your waves. So that's why I go and let my edge suffer for a little minute. Like all of that is overlap of my overhang on my edge. They ain't my actual edge. So, and all of this too. But what you got to do is just use that soft brush. Only use soft brushes once your hair is laid. Do you have any Kent brushes? Absolutely not. I'm not trying to spend a fortune on brushes, bro. If somebody want to bless Hurricane with a Kent brush, though, they more than welcome to. But me myself, I ain't paying more than 30 for a brush. That's an extreme price for me right there. $30 for a brush. I don't think I paid 30 yet for a brush. The most I paid was like the $26.99 for a brush king. That's all I'm doing, man. That was to get the curved brushes. But I ain't paying all that money for them brushes. Kents are a lifetime warranty. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. How many of y'all gonna turn that brush in once you do buy it and say, man, I got a lifetime warranty on it? What's your favorite brush right now? This has always been my favorite brush right here. The Diane 8159. This is my favorite brush of all time right here. But I would have to say probably, because these ain't available, those brushes aren't available anymore. I like this brush right here, the Royalty little pink pointy brush. I don't know what I don't know what this brush is officially called. I don't know the number or nothing like that, but the Royalty pink. This is a medium brush. You know what I'm saying? I got the medium and I got the hard version of it too. I don't really do too many soft brushes like that. The only reason I had got this soft brush because everybody was talking about, this is one of the greatest soft brushes of all time. So I had to go ahead and check it out. If they talk about a soft brush a lot, I get it. Like the Royalty brushes are really good to me. That Black Panther feels just like the 8169. That's the only brush that I could say BK, well, the medium brushes. The only brush that he hasn't made a brush better than yet is the Diane 8159. All the 8119, he don't make brushes better than that. The 8169, he just made a brush just as good as that right there. That's the Black Panther Royalty. I'm getting back in the wave game. What brush king brushes do you recommend me get? Whichever ones you want, bro. I'm telling you. Go on Amazon and just, cause he got like 40 brushes out right now, so I can't just, and I ain't even picked none of I haven't even brought any other new brushes. That's why I can't even tell you what to buy. But it's just go in there, get you some medium brush, get at least 2 medium brushes and get at least 2 hard brushes. You know what I'm saying? And get like 1 or 2. I would buy like 6 brushes to start out with. 2 mediums, 2 soft, 2 hard. And get whichever ones you want. Don't let me tell you which ones to get, because all of them are 90 people here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Appreciate that, Trap. That's one of my teammates right there, Trackways. Make sure y'all go check out his YouTube too, Trackways. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. He one of the newer members of WTBD, but you know what I'm saying? Well, he done been on here a good little minute now. It probably been almost, I think he got like 8-9 months in right now. Something like that. But y'all make sure y'all go check out his channel, Trackways Entertainment. Check out his IG, Trackways. Pointed brush stay sold out. He gonna come back out. He gonna come back out with him though. Like right now, he be making, like I say, he makes so many brushes to where it's like he got like, and then he done made like 4 different lines of brushes. He got he used to make the Beauty 606s, the Torino Pros, the Monster Pros, Um, the royalties. What else? Brush King came out with. I said beauty. Came out with the beauties, the royalties, the Torino Pros, the Monster Pros, uh, the Lados, and I think he got like one or two more brush brands, but I don't know. I can't call them off the top of my head. Jason, what's going on? Shout out to Jason Grant. Shout out to Jason Grant. Compare the 2556 versus the 1156. You completely just lost me, bro. I don't know none. I don't know no brush names. I'm telling you. All I can tell you is the color. All I know is the nicknames for them bitches. That's all I know. Like they call this the pink pointy motherfucker. Hey, all I know is the nicknames that they call them. This is, like I say, this is the 49ers. So I'm assuming the 1156 is like a soft brush, and the 2556 is like a hard brush, a medium brush. And the only difference is probably going to be like the firmness of the bristles. The 2556 is the black and white softy. The Mamba. The Mamba is the gray brush, ain't it? I'm looking in my closet like I got it, but I forgot that's one of the brushes that I lost. I lost like 50 brushes, man. I'm telling y'all. When I went to Cali to get cut by Jeezy, I lost so many brushes. You don't like CQPs? Absolutely. The original CQPs, they were decent, you know what I'm saying? But the newer CQPs, absolutely not. The bristles, they're not. You can't. The only way you know you got a good brush is how the bristles feel. If the bristles are nylon, you know what I'm saying, and not 100% boar bristles, then it's gonna always cause. It's not gonna feel good. You know what I'm saying? The bristles gotta feel good when they brushing your head. Like this right here, this is 100% boar bristles. Then even like, and that's one thing, like the difference between, I say, the Brush King hard brushes and the Diane 8159. Like if you look at the Diane 8159, you see the multiple color bristles in there. And what the lighter bristles are the 100% boar bristles. The darker bristles are the reinforced bristles, which are the nylon bristles, which are like plastic. You know what I'm saying? That's what actually make a hard brush hard, the reinforced bristles. But you got to have a good mixture of 100% boar bristles too, so that the brush isn't extremely hard and it bends a certain way, but it still got a lot of pull on here. Now with this one right here, you see it has those in there, but not as much. You see a lot more black throughout the brush. Even though this is like the best hard brush, I would say Brush King came out with, the Blue Royalty. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's still not as good as the 8159 to me. Do you sell brushes? No, I don't sell brushes. That's why I'm promoting another man brush right now. But shout out to Brush King too, man, for coming out with all the brushes, man. Supplying the wave game with unlimited possibilities. You need a haircut. All I need is an edge up, really. You got the 180 hard brush. Is this the 180 hard brush? I don't know, bro. I don't know, Mr. Wavy. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Mr. Wavy YouTube too, man. That's one of the funniest YouTube pages y'all will ever come across right there. Are some bristles bad for waves? Nylon bristles aren't as good for waves. Nylon bristles are what white people use in their brushes, like those paddle brushes and stuff like that. So you go brush with one of those brushes, or like the little styling brushes that the girls be using, them little cheap brushes. So this is actually, oh no, I was gonna say this is all nylon right here, but it got a couple of, this is a hard brush too. This is the one I did the clay and lay with, but it don't have that many. Nylon bristle brushes are good for washing styles because the bristles will never really ever get softened or get soft. Like, remember when I was just showing y'all the two different 8119s? Like, you can tell which one is the oldest one because you can barely see the space. The bristles start to, you know what I'm saying, spread out and you can't see the rows as clearly as this one. This is the new one. This is the old one on this side right here. JK, you spinning, I swear. Just kidding, you spinning, I swear. Appreciate it, bro. That's the cracking joint. Exactly. See, we all know the nicknames for the brushes. That's what J. Lou named it, the cracking. But some of the names that J. Lou used didn't stick like in the actual wave community. The wave community. Like when I say the wave community, I'm talking about Facebook is like the where the core of waving is. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, make sure y'all go join Waves Are Life. Waves with a capital R Life. That's the Facebook page where me, WTBD, and just a bunch of wavers, you know what I'm saying, are at. We don't have as many as some of the other pages, but our page is really active, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you'll find me there. So that just makes it better than all the other pages. No, but seriously though, y'all if y'all want to be around the waving culture, make sure y'all join the wave pages on Facebook, man. Cause IG, even though like all of the Facebook waivers are on IG, but we don't talk to each other on IG because it's not a way to where you like a page where you can all just come together and talk. You know what I'm saying? But with Facebook, it's like a collection of just only waivers. You don't have to go through hashtags and do all that bullshit like that. You just go straight to the page. You're gonna see nothing but wave picks or wave tips or wave videos. You know what I'm saying? Wave products. That's why the best waivers are on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? No offense to y'all who ain't in none of the wave groups, but I guarantee you, if you go to Facebook, you're gonna find all the best waivers there. Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Sir Cruz came, all of them guys was on, you know what I'm saying? They started on Facebook like that. Then they might have been on YouTube, but where they got a lot of their bulk of their knowledge is from Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Then they come to YouTube and then they spread it out. Like a lot of the IG waivers, they information, you need a lineup, bro. I know. Supreme Hurricane, don't be stealing my name out here, dog. I definitely need a lineup though. But the only reason I ain't getting no lineup or nothing like that, because when I do my next haircut video, I want it to be like an extreme transformation. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't, that's why I ain't got no edge or nothing like that. If you look at the back all shagged up and everything. How do you feel about the new Pop It Blasted product? I don't feel any kind of way about the new Pop It Blasted product because how long you think your hair is? My hair is probably like 1.5 inches, 2 inches probably. My dude, go get a haircut. You will look super fresh. I know. I trust me, guys. I know what my hair looks like. This is what you call wolfing, though. You know what I'm saying? This is werewolfing. I'm in a 6-week wolf right now. I'm ready to get a cut, man. Go get that cut, dog. Don't wolf just because you feel like you really. Let me see. 6 weeks is good enough. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to go past 6 weeks, even for me. Like when I first started waving, I did 6-week wolves for a very long time. So that was like 8 weeks of hair growth every cut was 6 weeks woofing, 6 weeks woofing. Once I get to 6 weeks woofing, I just like I lose control. I lose how the I can't. Let me try. Let me think of the words I'm trying to say. I can't maintain my hair anymore, so I would go get that haircut once it gets the 6 weeks. Cause back then I didn't know anything about clay and lay either. So the best solution we had for woofing was wash and style, which is made up by Young Wavy. Your hair got to be long. It's definitely long. Like I said, it's like an inch and a half, 2 inches right now. When your wolf long, it builds character. Oh yeah. That's the fun part about waving, whether you believe it or not. The funnest part about waving is when your hair get long and you can just comb your hair back and be like, yeah, I got a fro. And just boop, 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 brush it back down, comb it back down, and yeah, I got waves. Yep. You be like, man, people be like, how you go from a fro to waves? Easy, because their waves are just your curls laid down. Started my 360 journey on June the 2nd. I made some great progress, except my sides are not coming in as I wanted. June the 2nd. How many I guarantee you probably ain't woofing. You got the wolf. That's an official trained hair, LOL. I know what you mean, bro. That's what's up. I'm a beginner. So beginners, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. You want to wolf for 4 weeks. If you're a beginner, 4 to 8 weeks, depending on your hair texture. So that's 4 weeks would be a total of 6 weeks, and 6 weeks would be a total of 8 weeks. So you want to go anywhere between those 6 to 8 weeks. That's why I didn't even put like the woofing term on there. You want to go 6 to 8 weeks between getting a haircut. You know what I'm saying? 6 to 8 weeks. The hairline though. That hairline though. Oh yeah. Get you some edges. All y'all females out there, get y'all some edges. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes out there, get y'all some edges, dog. Oh boy. Listen, I'm not denying what my waves, what my line look like, what my edges look like, dog. I'm telling you. I know they fucked up. I know this. My battery went dead in my portable charger. I can't lie, mine was looking like that until I started laying it down nicely with that 1556. Yeah, man. And like I say, I don't do a lot of compressing, so that's why my edges, like all of this is really gonna be cut off. All of that gonna be cut off by the time I get a cut. So I ain't really worried about it. I'm just trying to let my hair get as thick as possible. Can you get waves in your beard? They CQP say you can, but I never seen. Number one, you got to have your waves thick enough to not your waves, but you got to have hair thick enough on your beard to get waves. And then number two, you would have to find some type of way of compressing it and then cutting it down. You know what I'm saying? If you find something to compress your, I ain't never saw chin compression, so I don't know, unless you're talking about a chin scrap or something like that, but that's only gonna cover your chin. You need something covering up your whole face like that. Yeah, I don't compress because I like if you compress, the more you compress, the thinner your hair is gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Don't compress every single night. You don't have to compress every single night unless you just like first starting out your waves. Even then, you don't have to compress every single night. You got to get your hair, let your hair breathe sometime. Did the boo-boo cap ever mess your waves up? No, not the way that I use the boo-boo cap, because I only put the boo-boo cap on top of my do-rag. I never put the boo-boo cap underneath my do-rag. That's the only way that your waves will get messed up by the boo-boo cap. And also, the only thing, it will, like, that boo-boo cap will make your like, that do-rag line, it'll make that area thinner, and it'll make that line like more permanent. So that's another reason why I don't compress like that, because I don't want that line, like that permanent line going throughout my head. Like one person, for example, that I know y'all would notice it on is like Poppy Blasted. If you look at Poppy Blasted, his right where his do-rag stop is like, you can tell where his do-rag, where he wear his do-rag at. I don't like that. I don't want you to be able to tell where I took my do-rag on, put my do-rag on and took it off at. It shouldn't be no line going across. You know what I'm saying? Separating, like making your head, making your head separate from the parts that get faded or whatever. It shouldn't be no, that line that's going all the way around your head like that. He fades there. Yeah. What's the best product for waves? These are the best products for waves right here. A comb, a hard brush, and a comb. There is no such thing as the best product for waves. If you look up here, I got all types of oils. You know what I'm saying? I got but if you want to just be, I can name you. I will use natural products. I can tell you that. Like there's a lot of BOBs out here that make good products. I'm going to start out with HD Waves. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Miz. I'm going to start Rico Remix, make good products. Cold Label make good products. You got Diva. Diva, she makes some good products. My Fluffy Puffs, she make good products. It's a dude on Facebook named Carlton's Best. I haven't really tried in his products, but from what I hear, he made pretty good products. Tracy Lauren, he making products out here. Who else I don't use? Shea Moisture make good products. Maui Moisture make good products. It's so many different products you can choose from. That's why I'm saying it's not like it's one specific product they're gonna get you waves. TB, oh yeah, Terrence Barker with the soaps, Trinity House of Suds. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can, no goat drip. Hey bro, listen, I'm not finna pay a nigga $30 for no products. I'm trying to tell y'all, it don't take paying nobody $30 or $50 for no products. I don't care. I don't care what your name is and what your waves look like. I'm gonna stick with these $2, $3, $5 products. You know what I'm saying? $10 products. Anything more than that, I ain't going down that route. What's your favorite do-rags? My favorite do-rags are the Rico Remix do-rags. What if you're not woofing? What about if you're not woofing Quay? I'm gonna just say Quay Thaddeus. What you mean? What if you're not woofing? Butter. I haven't used the PB butter. Yo, can you use Sporting Waves after your washing style or just use some oil? The only thing you can do with that Sporting Waves is go cop back far as you can and throw that bitch like this right here. That's the only thing you should be using Sporting Waves for, dog. I ain't gonna even lie. That's like one of the, I mean, I know back in the day that's what everybody used to use, but it's so many products that's way better than that to use out here. So many products. Trust me. Just throw that shit far as you can. Boom. If you're a quarterback, that's the best thing you can have to work on your form. A baseball player, boom. Throw out all your pomades. Go straight to all your Murrays. Do. All your Sporting Waves. Do. All your 360 style products. Do. All your Wave Builder products. Do. But nah, Wave Builder make some straight do-rags though. I won't knock them about the do-rags. That's about the only thing that I'm gonna buy from Wave Builder. Some do-rag, the cheap $2 do-rags. For the $2, they do-rags pretty decent. They definitely fell off, young. Kane, Danny Phantom, what's going on? What you use for shine? You can just use any oil for shine. The number one oil that's gonna get you shine is this right here, argan oil. Uh, I, I know y'all can't see that, but there we go. Argan oil. That's the number one. This is the number one oil that's for shine right here. Let me just throw a little in. That's all you do, man. Once your hair is laid, just put a little oil in there. You know what I'm saying? A couple drops. You see how much oil? Oh, just rub it in your hands. Rub it in your head. Let me put some more in there since that one ran down my wrist. Boom, now I got shine in my hair. Once you brush it a little bit, that's it, man. Once you go out in the sun, put a little light on it, you shining. But that's all you do after a wash and style. Just add some oil. You might can add a little moisturizer, but I won't add too much moisturizer because it's gonna make your hair lift up. That's natural, Henry. How long you been woofing for? I've been woofing for 8 weeks, going on 9. 8 weeks, going on 9. It's one product from Wavy that I fuck with. That's the Cocoa and Shea Pomade. 242 Waivers, Bahamas. Allie, what's going on? You got any of the new brushes? No, I ain't getting none of the new brushes yet. I'll probably get some soon, but I mean, I ain't been using the brushes like that I got. I ain't been using the brushes that I got like that, so there ain't no purpose of me going to get. I'm telling you, dog, it hurt my soul to lose all them brushes that I had. I had like 50 brushes, so I'm still trying to recover. I probably got like 20 brushes back. I don't even think I got 20. I think I got like 14 brushes right now. But it hurt me. No, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got about 20 some brushes back since I lost them all. I only had like 4 brushes that I left when I went to Cali. I was just using way better Cocoa and Shea Pomade. Been using that As I Am. Is it a good product too? Yeah, As I Am, the double buttercream is a good product, but it is very expensive, so that's why I don't use that. It's $15 a little jar. I ain't got $15 to give y'all to put more. That's something that's gonna be gone so quick. It's like it's gone every 2 weeks. When I used to use the As I Am double buttercream, it was 3 weeks every time. Then I brought the big jar. I brought that like 3 times, and I was like, I ain't buying this no more. It costs too much. There's other stuff that I can use out here that won't cost as much and still be just as good. If you brushing a lot, your hair will be trained, and you could just use a soft brush or plastic bag. Hurricane, what's your take on Sea-Sit pomade? It's all natural. I like Sea-Sit pomade, but the thing about Sea-Sit pomade, they say he takes too long. I haven't ordered none. Ever ordered some though, but it's like his pomade is more like a wax. It's like a wax pomade, but it's still good. I like Sea-Sit pomade. The main choice Butterfire. I never heard of that one right there. Why you bring 50 brushes at one time? Because I was going to meet other wavers. So what we always do is we bring all, you know what I'm saying? So if you got a brush, I might have a brush that you want to use, you know what I'm saying? And you might have a brush that I want to use. So that's what we do when we go and meet up with each other. Like me and my boy Courtney, before we done met up like 3 times already this year. I met him in we met up in ATL, then we met up in Cali, then he came down here to Florida. Now I got to go up to Memphis and go to his house. But that's what we do all the time. The next place I want to go though is Texas, man. I want to go to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Go to Houston. I know it's a lot of waivers out there in Houston and Texas. You know what I'm saying? Out there in that area. That's why Poppy got all them oils in the drip. You ever took biotin? No, I never took biotin. And I have natural ways. Or was that oil all natural hearing? No, this wasn't an all natural oil right here. This is a soybean based oil right here. The hair store that I went to, they didn't have any 100% oils, 100% pure oil. So I just grabbed what I could because I wanted to come and go live the other day and do the clay and lay. It don't have to be. I mean, every product that you use ain't gonna be natural, even if it's natural. Some of them say, or then you look at it and it's got a mixture of stuff in it. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, Lewis. What's your porosity? My porosity is medium. I'm medium porosity. Who is the best waiver you ever seen? The best waiver that I ever seen is probably 360 Jeezy. That's probably the best waiver that I ever seen in person. You know what I'm saying? I seen Ray. I don't met everybody, a lot of people, man. When I went to Cali, I met I would say the best 3 waivers in Cali. I know Poppy out there too though. But I met with Jeezy, I met Ditto George, and I met Raynard Wavy Crockett when we went to Cali. I met my boy Courtney Henley. Some of y'all might know him as Mr. Fat Fresh on IG. I meet him all the time. Elvin, I met Elvin Elway. I met AG. You know what I'm saying? If y'all saw Jeezy brush wash method, y'all don't heard about AG. I done met AG. You know what I'm saying? I done met Country Kane. Who else I done met? I met Shonda. You know what I'm saying? Who else I done met? It's a bunch of guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I met my boy Trap, met AJ, met my boy Malik, my boy Ace Wavy. He stay right down the road from me. I get a link up with him all the time. Ace Wavy. I met Rod T. I just met Rod T. I met my boy Jermaine Banks. I met Keys. I met Nicholas Cole and all the guys, Nicholas Cole and his wife. I met who else? Who else I met? I met the dude Florida Waivers the other day. The other week, a couple weeks ago, when Courtney came down here, we met up with him. Who else? Oh, I met my boy Briggs Bell. I done met so many waivers, dog. I'm telling you, what's your hair texture? You know what I'm saying? My curl pattern is like a 3B, 3A mixture. The actual thickness of my hair, I got a lot of hair, so my hair is thick. You know what I'm saying? Then my porosity is medium, and my texture is medium, like a medium fine. That's how I describe my waves. You got to describe your waves in 4 different ways. You got to know your texture, know your curl pattern, know your porosity, and know the overall thickness of your hair. If you're a thin head waver, medium, like a medium fullness waver, or you have thick hair. How low you go with your cuts? The lowest I can go is like a 1.25, but the lowest I usually go is like a 1.5. Positive people, bro. Oh yeah, I done met a lot of people, man. I'm telling you. That's why I want to go to Texas so I can meet. It's a bunch of waivers in Texas. I go to Texas. I need to go to Texas. I got to go to Denver. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna make my way up to New York one of these days. They keep begging me to come up to New York. Hurricane, Come up to New York. Has your hairline ever got pushed back? No. My hair, I go to barbers that care about me, dog. LSP Wavy, what's going on? I never met J. Lou. You know what I'm saying? J. Lou used to be my dog, but I never met him. Pull up. Where you at, 360 Wavy? I love your videos. Keep posting. Appreciate it, Eric. Pull up, pull up. Where y'all at? Y'all can't just be saying pull up and not telling me where y'all at. New York. Oh yeah. I definitely got to get up there now. Definitely. They just had the meet and greet Chicago. But we got to get to Chicago too, man. I flew cross Chicago when I was coming home from Cali. I had to fly to Detroit. I was like, dang, boy. I saw the whole country when I went to California pretty much, man. It was crazy. I saw a lot of the cities. Even though I saw them from the air. But LA, man, when you fly to LA and you coming in, it's a totally different. I ain't never saw that many buildings back to 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 back. Man, it was like 8 cities all together, nothing but concrete. I was like, you see a tree every now and then. Sarasota in the building. What did it do, big dog? What's going on? You right here in Florida with me. I'm coming to Sarasota next summer. That's gonna be my vacation, Sarasota. I done did St. Pete area, all the beaches there. Now I gotta come to Sarasota because that's like the next, I would say probably the next best beach area in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beach. I love the beach, dog. Can't live in Florida and not love the beach. Overwork in here? I want to go to, I love the Cali, dog. I ain't gonna lie. When I went to LA, I loved LA. When I went to San Francisco, I love San Francisco. LA had cheaper weed than San Francisco though, and it was just as good. So that's a different story. I don't even smoke no more though. But if I ever go back to Cali, I can't go to Cali and not, you know what I'm saying, poke on that thing. But as far as like every day, I don't do that no more. Those look deep. Appreciate it, man. This looking rough right now. That's what's up. What part of Florida you in? I'm in Polk County. I'm in Polk County. I'm in Port Richey, Florida. I'm gonna pull up on you, Dan. I was just in Clearwater. I should have hit you up. I was just in Clearwater. I was halfway to you. We got to link up. We supposed to be having a Florida Wavism link up. You know what I'm saying? I think I need to go and host that thing. You know what I'm saying? Get all the waivers out. But I don't know the best place to meet is Orlando or like Tampa. It's gonna be in one of those places if I do it, but more than likely it'll be in Orlando. I like Orlando a little bit better than Tampa. Yo, rap. Do you know where Port Charlotte at? That's where my little sis moved to. No, I'm not. I know I think that's like down south from where I'm at, Port Charlotte. That's on the Gulf of Mexico. But I'm not exactly sure where it's at though. I think that's like, I'm in Central Florida though. How do you feel about cheap brushes? I mean, they good for like a week or two. That's all I can. How long you been wolfing? I've been wolfing 8 weeks, going on 9. Do you know what? Yeah, I read that already. That's a bet, bro. I'm in Central Florida, bro. We should collab. Where you at? Duval got the best. Man, cut it out. Who said Duval got the best beaches? Duval got the worst beaches in Florida. I know you talk about Jacksonville Beach, talk about the best beach, dog. Come on, man. Duval finest in the hot motherfucking house. Huey, what's up, dog? One thing about them Duval niggas, they go rep Duval so hard, boy. Duval. The Duval call. I know about them Duval niggas firsthand. I used to hang with a bunch of Duval guys when I was in Tallahassee, up there by FAMU and all of that. Sarasota got Siesta Key. Siesta Key, Anna Marie Island, Anna Marie, and it's another beach over there too, I forget. Don't let the Mexican name fool you. I'm just mixed, my ways on point. That's what's up, dog. Pull up in Birmingham, Henry. I got people in Alabama too, dog. I got people. My people stay in Montgomery and Union Springs. My girl wants to move down South Florida so bad. Cost of living amazing, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Florida it's pretty affordable to live in Florida compared to like up north. Like what y'all, if you like in New York or something, you paying like $1,200 for rent or $1,500 for rent. You can come down here and live in a 5-bedroom house for $1,200, $1,500. You know what I'm saying? You can buy a house if you paying that much. You might as well just put that towards a mortgage if you paying that much right there. Just posted your live on WRL. Appreciate it. How long are you gonna wolf for? Probably like 4 more weeks. Probably about another month. Then I'm going to get cut. World Class Wave killing the game. Wave game right now. World Class Wave is killing the wave game right now. Who you talking about? No, man, I don't like it up north in Florida. It get too cold up there, man. I got to be where the heat at. It got to be 80 degrees at all times. It need to be at least a minimum of 70 when in the winter. I don't like anything under 70. It's too cold for me. On the book. World Class Waves? Nah, man. They not killing waves our life, dog. Sarasota is expensive because this is where people come when they retire. It's about time for the snowbirds to start flocking in. Yeah, that's why I ain't really went down to Sarasota beaches yet, because I know it's a little bit farther trip too. I like St. Pete though. That's my favorite beaches to go to, St. Pete. I ain't never been to a beach in Florida better than Fort DeSoto, but I know they say Siesta Key is better than, it's 2 beaches they say better than Fort DeSoto. That's Siesta Key, and then up north in Destin, like up there on the Gulf, I forget what it's called though. It's 2 beaches up there. It's a beach up there that they say has the clearest water. That's what beaches I'd like to go to. Anybody ever been to Wiki Waki Springs? That's a pretty nice little spring. Like, I ain't never been to, even if in Florida we got like clear rivers. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about Florida. You ain't even got to go to the beach to find clear water. You can just go to a spring, and the spring gonna be clear as hell. That's why I love Florida. I gotta travel the world. Sounds real nice. Oh yeah. That's why that's the only thing I've been doing this since 2017, traveling all year, 2017 all the way through this year. I done been like everywhere in Florida. I done been in Miami. Everywhere in Florida I done been. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many places where I ain't never been in Florida. I done been to Panama. I done been to all of that. The only places, that beach that I was telling you up north, that's like a 7-hour drive to get up there though. I done been down all the way down to Key West. You know what I'm saying? I done been to all the Keys and all of that. Now I gotta hit Siesta Key though. The ones that's on the west, like the west, it's not all the way down south. It's like Central Florida to the west coast of Central Florida. Those are like the best, gonna be the best beaches on the west coast of Florida, off the Gulf of Mexico. But Daytona Beach is a good beach too though. But I'm talking about Cali is totally different than Florida. It's totally different unless you go to Miami. Miami is about the closest you'll get to California life. Miami is on another level too now. But as far as just San Francisco, when I went to San Francisco, man, I never saw scenery like that. Scenery, that's like, if you go to San Francisco, I'm telling you, your mind gonna be blown, dog. It's a totally different type of environment out there. It's like, it's everything in one place. You got mountains, you got the beach. That's California in general though. California, you got mountains, you got the beach, you know what I'm saying? And you got the city all in one place. That's what make it crazy. You got the beach, you got the mountains, and you got the city all in one place, man. That's what make California so incredible. Everywhere else you go, it ain't like that. I got families out in Miami, crazy ass Jamaicans. Yeah, Miami is like the craziest place in Florida. Or Fort Lauderdale. Just down that area in general, like, because Fort Lauderdale only like 30 minutes away from Miami. What's the coldest HD Waves product? The coldest HD Waves product is the HD Waves 3000. Oh no, the Moisturade. That's the best product that he got, the Moisturade. Cali scene just beautiful. Yeah, man. Let me do some actual brushing though before I end this live. Let me tell y'all this though. Let me get off this subject of talking about all these places. It's a difference between how you brush it's two different ways you can brush your hair. You can brush it with like I call this like a kind of like a front stroke, you know what I'm saying, or a back stroke. Let me see. It's like, yeah. So like when you brushing like this right here, this is like a front stroke almost. You know what I'm saying? When you got the brush like at a vertical spot like this right here, where it's like more sideways or straight up and down, that's like I call that like a front hand stroke, which is the normal stroke that you'll probably do for a brush. But then you got like the backhand stroke where you coming and you brushing with the brush at more of a sideways angle. And you see my wrist, like how I got my wrist. Instead of pulling it like this right here with my wrist, you can see the difference. It's how my wrist is turned. So when you're coming on that bottom half, you gotta kind of hit it with that backhand stroke almost. And that's gonna get rid of that fork, like that fork that I got right there. That fork gonna eventually come on out of there by hitting it like this. Then once I get there to like the middle of my head, I switch the stroke up. Diagonal different. That's similar to the LeBron Softy. Yeah, but it's got longer bristles. How do I break forks? Like this right here. You take a comb, like that fork right there. I'm gonna take the comb and I'm gonna comb through it like that right there. Now once you comb through it, like going backwards, you see it's almost, it kind of disappear. Once you comb through it, then you comb down. You comb it backwards, then you comb it down. Or you can comb it forward. And then you grab your brush and you hit it at that right angle to where it's gonna move it to the next wave. And once you keep doing that process till it get down to the bottom. Uh-oh, I think that fork right there go. It's almost gone. I'm only gonna have that one fork on this side when I get that cut. That's crazy. I didn't even know that fork had done broke right though. I had a fork right here. It's pretty much broken though. That's a sound wave, 810 new. I only got the 810. I don't know what that is. I don't know any brush numbers, bro. And another thing, this little small section right here behind your ear on the left hand side, you got to treat that like it's its own side. You know what I'm saying? You got to just put in work right there at that little area right there. This is why I lose a lot of sometimes I lose a lot of progress right there because I can't get the proper compression. You got to have that proper compression on your waves on the edges. That's why a lot of people get them fades and stuff like that. But all you got to do is really just hard brush and not like roll the back of your do-rag up. You got to sleep with the flap down, and that protects like your neck more. And this is all you got to do to just get that area right, man. Just stick right there, that little area for a little minute. Treat it like it's his own side. Then I come right above my ear and I hit that right there. Sometimes I go through my ear. But only do that if you got a soft brush, because if you keep doing that with a hard brush, you're going to rip your ear off. No, it's been out. The 1400 is the 11-row soft handle. Bro, Anthony, AJ720 in the building. Shout out to AJ720 with the 720s. You have to do it against the grain and with the grain, Mr. Wavy. Some people say combing don't break forks. Those people are really dumb. Go watch I actually broke a fork on a video while I was brushing, you know what I'm saying? So go look at my video. It's called Forks 102, how to break forks. I got 2 videos on just specifically dedicated to forks. You know what I'm saying? It's called Forks 101. What is a fork? So I help you identify what forks are in your head. And then the second part, Forks 102, I teach you how to actually break forks and better your connections. But like I say, if you got forks, sometimes you have to cut them down low so they'll be able to move easier. And then if not, you got to go back. You have to wolf them out. Some you got to cut. A lot of them you got to cut down low to get rid of, and then some of them you have to wolf it out. Like the ones on your edges. That if you have like a fork on your edge like this right here, this is all one fork right here. See how that's split up right there? It's connected to that wave. Come down right here and then right there. That wave. That fork been coming all the way from the back of my crown. If you remember my old videos, my crown was a little off. So I had to fix my crown, and that pretty much basically, when you're fixing, if you don't fix your crown before you start fixing everything else, you're gonna have to start your wave pattern over basically. Because that fork gonna have to travel through your hairline, you know what I'm saying, more than likely to get it out of there. So it's gonna cause your waves to shift a certain type of way. And that's basically what happened to mine. Like I was on top of the game. I'm telling y'all, I had the damn near the best waves in the wave game. pretty much. I was calling out I was all on Facebook calling out Jeezy. Had on made memes of him and everything. I'm talking about had my foot on his neck, telling him to battle me. But then, about 2 months later, I ran the weight game for about a good 4 months. From April, when I won that top weight, that was March, I think. When I won the top weight was on IG in March, all the way to like when I won Wade King and what is called Wade King and made the Hall of Fame. Back to back to back. All of that stuff was back to back to back to back to back. I was hot then. But then I got that, I was like, man, I gotta move this, I gotta get this fork out of here so I can be all the way the Wade King. And that's what's been going on. But I'm almost back there. I'm telling you, I got like 2 more months. And I'm gonna be back on top of the game to call it. I got the best waves on YouTube. Is it possible to be Mexican with straight hair and have waves? Absolutely, Michelle. Yep. Straight hair wavers, the only thing about them, they're going to have to join Waves Are Life. Waves with a capital R, Life on Facebook. You're going to see a bunch of straight hair wavers. We got Fizz, you know what I'm saying? You got Fizz, So Wavy. You got Angel Lewis. You got Magic Lee. It's a couple new cats on there that got straight hair too. It's a bunch of straight hair wavers on Facebook, I'm telling y'all. If you want to know any information for your hair type specifically, join Waves Are Life, and you're gonna find every single hair type on there, and somebody got extremely good waves with that hair type that can personally help you out, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't never go to Facebook, you more than likely ain't gonna never be able to link up with them and get the info that you want, because you want IG, you want all this and that on YouTube. Like, I'm talking to y'all right now, but like, you can't really talk to me on YouTube. You got to talk to me on Facebook, or you got to talk to me on IG. So you got to use one of those different avenues. But the Wavy community is on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have a collection of only waivers where you don't have to go through hashtags or go to all of these different pages to find one person, you know what I'm saying? They all right there, you know what I'm saying? You ever cut low and found a new fort? Not cut low and found a new fort, but I cut low to get rid of a fort. I mean, cutting low doesn't necessarily cause forts. But if you didn't, it might be something that you didn't notice during the cut or during your wolf that when you cut down, you'll notice. But it all depends. But more than likely, you're going to see it before you cut. You're going to see any forts that you do have before you cut. How's everyone doing? Dr. Looney Tunes Show, what's up? What's your brush workout? My brush workout is hard brush. It's called, what about the lineup? My lineup is fucked up, dog. I know it, man. The lineup is fucked up. But like I say, I like to let my hair get as thick as possible, even on the edges, because keep getting edges all the time, you're eventually gonna get that receding hairline. So that's why I don't even do that. Like when I was young, my hair already went back a little bit, because when I first started waving, my hairline used to be below this scar right here. I don't know if you can see it though, but it used to be below the scar. But I intentionally took it up high, but I took it above the scar, you know what I'm saying? So I can have a wider edge, because the wider edge look better than like a short. If my edge was short on the corners, but I don't want to have it to where it's way long up here, you know what I'm saying? So I have to let it grow back down so I don't lose too much of my hairline. How long should straight hair wavers? How low? The lowest I would cut if I was a straight hair waver was probably be like a 2.5 to like a 3.5. It all depends on where you're at. If your hair is more trained, you can get that 2.5. But if it's not, you want to get like a higher cut to where it's like a 3 or a 3.5. My boy Mr. Wavy was cutting his hair at a 5. You know what I'm saying? He cut it at a 5. But my brush routine usually, my brush workout usually is like 20 minutes of hard brushing. Then I'm sorry. The routine that I like is called the lift and lay. It's 20 minutes of combing, then 3 minutes of hard brushing. Then you comb 20 more minutes, and then you brush for 3 more minutes. Then you comb for 20 more minutes, and then you hard brush for 3 more minutes. Then you soft brush for like a minute or 2, and you rag up. That's my normal routine that I do right there. I comb for a long time, then I barely brush. I brush for 3 minutes, but I make sure I'm hitting the right angles, and I'm using the hardest brush that I can possibly use. What's a good morning routine? You shouldn't even do anything to your waves in the morning like that. The only thing you need to do is unrag, put some oil in, soft brush for a little bit, then rag back up. That's all you do in the morning. All your work come in at night. Your waves should be laid when you take that do-rag off. Are you going to do a trim and get a trim and just keep woofing and going? I ain't getting a trim or nothing. I'm werewolfing. I ain't woofing, no werewolfing. Rip to your mirror. Who mirror? My mirror fine. What you talking about? Damn, I almost broke my mirror. Oh, you talking about your mirror. How long would what take? Oh, for a straight hair waver, straight hair wavers gotta go way longer than we do. Y'all should have like a minimum of 12 weeks of woofing almost, compared to like a regular waver. You need to go way longer than a regular waver to get your waves deep. Like Angel, waves are life. I'm telling you, talk to the dude, Angel Lewis. He probably got the best straight hair pattern right now. It's another dude named he on IG, Hurricane Gomez. I forget his name on Facebook. Ricardo Gomez, that's his name, Ricardo. But he don't really be active like that no more. He used to have the best straight hair pattern. You can listen to Sir Cruz even if you got straight hair though, because Sir Cruz is more of a straight hair waver. What are some things that can ruin your waves? The only thing that can ruin your waves is not brushing, not combing, not brushing and not combing enough for your hair length. Like I said, there's no such thing as over woofing, but there is such thing as under maintenance. So you want to make sure that you're maintaining your waves as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Just maintain your waves. What that brush do? I don't know how to say your name, bro. Arturo Ikpo. What that brush do? Oh yeah, another thing that can ruin your waves is bad angles. So if you want 360s, you need to learn angles, the brush 360s. You know what I'm saying? Everything coming out from your crown like this right here. If you want 540s, if you want the slant, you got to learn how to brush the slant. If you want a straight top 540, you got to learn how to brush all the different angles. It's so many different angles. If you want a beehive swirl, that's like the hardest pattern that it is. The beehive swirl, what Wavy Long Way used to have. That's probably the hardest pattern to achieve right there. Other than that, it's not really too much. Bad compression also. And what I mean by bad compression is sleeping with a do-rag, but it's not tied tight. Or sleeping with one layer of compression when you got a 6-week woof. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you can't do. I'd rather sleep with no compression than have bad compression. My wolf look over curl. What can I do. You can do the clay and lay, Eric. The clay and lay will solve all your overcurl problems. Look at my last live, or you can look at my actual clay and lay video, and those will be the things that you can do to help with overcurl. Also, use less products. If your hair is overcurling at a shorter length, that means you're probably more than likely using too much product. Don't use as much product. A little bit goes a long way when it comes to products. You don't have to have as much products in your hair. The most important thing is putting in the work with the brushes, man. Don't let all these guys that sell products fool you like their product can get you waves, or you got to put products in your hair. You don't have to even put products in your hair to get waves. The only thing, it will enhance your waves and keep it more healthy though. That's the only thing that you should be using products for, to make your hair more healthier. So you want to get something like, oh, I'm gonna tell you the number one thing that you can get for like frizz: leave-in conditioner. Leave-in conditioner, and the best one to get is that Shea Moisture's Jamaican black castor oil. That's the best one to get. Why do my hairline curl up? The same reason mine curling up. You gotta trim it. If you don't want your edge to curl, you gotta trim it. That's the only way that it's not gonna curl. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't got nothing stopping it from, you know what I'm saying, in front. If it was something like this pressing against it, like the rest of your hair got the hair in front of it pressing against it, then it wouldn't curl like that. But you ain't got nothing stopping your hair from curling. Is it normal? Yeah, that's normal. Look at my hair. My hairline curled up. That's just part of the game, dog. When you go get a haircut, it's not gonna be curled up. Everybody like this live. Yo, man, y'all like the live, Everybody like the live. I got the beehive swirl. Okay, Chris, that's what's up, bro. What you think about Nick? What you think about Nick Wavy pissed he not top 4 waiver? Somebody posted on IG. I mean, he's not a top 4 waiver. He's a top 4 waving person. He might be a top 4 waving personality as far as like subscribers and all of that. But as far as like having the best waves, absolutely not. He's never had the best waves, you know what I'm saying, in the wave game. I feel like I've been past Nick Wavy as far as waves, you know what I'm saying? But as far as popularity, I haven't passed him. But as far as waves, him, Poppy, Jeezy too. I don't have better waves than all of them. But it comes to the point of, when does it stop being about waves and when does it come to being a popularity contest? You know what I'm saying? But just like I told y'all right now, Elvin Elway, his way is better than mine right now. I feel like he got the best 540s in the game right now. So he the person that I'm trying to be better than. I don't know about none of these other guys. Jeezy ain't got the best waves, and he ain't got the best 540s right now. So you can't say that Jeezy is the top 4 waiver. You know what I'm saying? We can't say Sir Cruz is a top 4 waiver. They might be the top 4 popular waivers, but they're not the top waivers. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the person who got the best pattern in every category. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, my team, we got some of the best patterns out there as far as like the 360 and 540s. I don't think or 720s. You know what I'm saying? It's not a person that got better with 720s than Raynard or my boy LaRon. And it's not a person that got better 540s than my boy Elvin right now. And then it's gonna be hard to find somebody who got better 360s than Frank Western right now. So all of the best waivers really on WTBD. Y'all go find somebody. You might find some waivers that got prettier hair than them, but as far as like the waves and connections, you ain't gonna find nobody with no better connections in those 3 categories of what it's called. And then I heard This what made me start even making this series of videos about wolfing. J. Lou made a video talking about, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm one of the best teachers on YouTube. Dog, who did you learn from? Who taught you the game? So how can you, that's like saying, oh yeah, I learned the game from Michael Jordan, now I'm better than Michael Jordan. If you want to learn, I would say this again. If you want to learn how to play basketball, are you gonna go? You got Michael Jordan, you got Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like Kobe better than Mike, I'm gonna go to Mike to learn how to play basketball because that's who Kobe learned from. So how can you, J. Lou, say he the best teacher when you learned everything from somebody else? You know what I'm saying? He WTBD biased. I'm not WTBD biased, bro. I'm telling you, I just recruit the best waivers. You know what I'm saying? I recruit the best waivers that is possible. I go through all the pages and I find the best waivers and I say, hey, listen, bro, you got potential to be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? In this pattern that you got, you need to come and join WTBD and be a part of this movement. But like I say, all you got to do is go check out those guys and check my credibility. You know what I'm saying? Go look at J. Lou ways, then come back and look at my ways. Go look at Elvin Elway ways and come back and look at your favorite waiver ways. You know what I'm saying? Go look at Ray Nard 720s and come back and find your favorite waiver 720s. Go look at Frank Western's 360 pattern and come back and compare it to your favorite waivers 360 pattern. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just talking. How do you tie your do-rag up? I'm finna do that in 1 second. Cause I'm finna get ready to end the live. DM Hurricane, get them. I seen better 360, 540s and 720s. Stop it, Hen. Who? Name somebody. You say you have seen better, but I'm talking about right now. You need to check Huey Freeman and his son, best father-son team, or Phil Green 720s. Phil Green, ask Phil Green what he want to be. Ask young Batman what he want to be. It's his life dream to be on WTBD because he know that's the home of the best waivers and the best teachers. I'm the best teacher. You want to learn about waves, you come to Hurricane Henry. You know what I'm saying? That's where you come to learn about waves at. If you want to learn about how to get any pattern, you come to Hurricane Henry. You know how many people I done molded and made in just this short three years that I've been in the wave game? A lot. I didn't get to where I'm at just by talking, dog. I put in the work. I did the research. You know what I'm saying? I showed the proof myself. Go check out my IG. You know what I'm saying? You don't see nothing but 5 pictures. LOL Wave Politics. I learned from Soul Seeker. That's what's up. But again, God bless the dead. Soul Seeker. Go compare Soul Seeker waves to my waves. You know what I'm saying? Go compare Soul Seeker methods to my methods. But like I say, the people that I learned, the person that I probably, I didn't really, nobody ever really taught me the wave game. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this on my own. For some reason, they had a bias against me as soon as I came in the wave game. You know what I'm saying? Because my pattern was good off the rip. Like 3 months into the wave game, my pattern was almost better than, I say, 50% of the wave game, only 3 months into the wave game. But then I messed it up. And then like, I say about my 6 or 7 month in the game, that's when I really took off. And by the time I got to like 10 months in the wave game, I was on YouTube showing people what that brush do. So it's like I had a different type of journey than a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? my journey has been way faster as far as getting to elite wave status, I would say, than a lot of the guys that be out here, because they too scared to try new stuff. You always got to be open minded and willing to try stuff like the spot scalp. A lot of y'all ain't gonna never try that, and that's why, you know what I'm saying, that was one of the things that got me to where I'm at the fastest. If I would have never spot scalp, I would have never been Hurricane Henry. I can tell you that much. I know I ain't explained how to tie up your do-rag, but you pretty much just watched me put on this do-rag. I put on the do-rag, put on the boo-boo cap, pulled everything down, then I folded it up and went around. Do I need to go on? Marcel, Anthony Cooper, Angel Lewis shit spinning though. I said Angel Lewis. You act like you ain't been on here talking about like I ain't been talking about all these guys. Cell, I guarantee you Cell can't beat Frank in a battle right now. You must be on Spoon Game, dog. Cause all you did was you just named all Spoon Game people. You know where Spoon Game come from? You know what Spoon Game? You know who was teaching this? You know where Spoon Game come from? Hit your boy Marcel up. Oh, LOL, I am. Hit Cell up and ask him about Hurricane. That's my dog. He was just on WTBD. You should know he was just on WTBD. But you know, I was telling somebody, whoever that was, asking me about straight hair wave. I just said Angel Lewis got like the best straight hair waves out right now. Marcel, he got a dope 360 wave pattern, but I don't think he can beat Frank. And who else you said? Who else you said? You said somebody else. Oh, Anthony Cooper. Oh no, Anthony Cooper dead. I met Anthony Cooper in real life. Both our ways was looking like shit that night though. I was on vacation. That's when my boy Courtney came down here, Mr. Fat Fresh. But man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in to this live, man. I'm finna get ready to end it. Y'all like, comment, subscribe when the video's over, you know what I'm saying? Share it. Happy birthday in here. AJ720, you know what I'm saying? My boy, my dog AJ720 got some of the coarsest hair out here, but just look at his pattern. You know what I'm saying? Ask him where he learned that stuff from. You know what I'm saying? Ask him where he learned how to get them things like that. Just go hit AJ720 up. He on Facebook. He on what it's called? IG. You can come on Facebook. And y'all will see, man. I just like I've been answering all y'all questions. I that's what all I do. You know what I'm saying? People hit me, hundreds of people. I would say it's closer to thousands of people now. It's not even hundreds anymore. It's just thousands. 2,000-3,000 people probably don't hit me up since these last 3 years of waving. And a lot of them I don't help out, you know what I'm saying? And took them to that next level. Show them how to get to that next level. But if you don't listen to me, don't come to me and complain about what your waves look like if you don't listen to what I'm telling you. We need to do a waiver convention. We definitely need to do that. You know what I'm saying? The only way a waiver convention will work though, if you get like the popular waivers to come. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really that popular of a waiver. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not totally consistent with putting out content. That's my only problem. I will probably have at least 30,000 subscribers if I would have been putting in the work like I supposed to, but I don't put out content as often as I should, like weekly content. But right now I'm gonna be like I say, I'm gonna go live a lot more. At least try to do one wave video. I do got a giveaway that I'm gonna do with the brush rack. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a video for that right there. But I might just go live because I don't be really feeling like editing the videos. But I got a brush rack that's extremely big that I'm gonna do a giveaway to. It light up, all that type of stuff right there. It hold like almost 30 brushes or 50 brushes or something like that. I can't remember. But I can't fit it in the green room. That's how big it is. It'll fit on this wall, but I won't be able to open it because it come out so far. That's why I made this one right here where it catty corner. This was why I was trying to get one like this right here, but I wanted it to be longer so it'll fit to the end, like have like 2 or 3 more racks on here, so where it'll go to the end. But he made it like a display case, so it's like a plastic. It's like a plastic case cover and you can see through it and see the brushes like that, and it light up and stuff like that. That's gonna be the brush rack giveaway that I do. But I wanna, like I said, I just ain't had no time to really sit down and do that. But I'm definitely, because I appreciate y'all for, you know what I'm saying, sticking with me. So I got to get that brush rack away, man. You know what I'm saying? It cost me $200 just for the brush rack to make it and get it shipped here. You know what I'm saying? But it gonna cost me $100 to ship it out to whoever win too. So just know, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and watching and all that type of stuff. With all that being said, man, y'all already know what time it is, man. If you ain't got your none, you better grab a brush and get you some, huh? See y'all later.